Hello and welcome to Channel Venus Exclusives. Here in my English language class, I am about to begin a new series. The series on Do as Directed. That is, you have to transform the sentences according to the instructions which are given after each sentence. I am teacher Sumona Roy about to teach you English language. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Let's begin. Here in this first set, I will be giving you some examples, some solved examples. And as you can see that you will be receiving the questions in writing, and I feel they are going to be of much use to you later on. So let's begin. Question 1 of set 1 of the new series, Do as Directed. The airport was nearer than I thought. Use as far as. That is the instruction given within brackets after the sentence. The answer to this is, the airport was not as far as I thought. The question being, the airport was nearer than I thought. You have to use as far as. The answer to this is, the airport was not as far as I thought. Number 2, we did not find many spectators in the auditorium. You have to use a few. The question is, we did not find many spectators in the auditorium. You have to use a few. The answer to this is, we found a few spectators in the auditorium. We found a few spectators in the auditorium. All right. Question 3 now. If I sell the car now, I will travel to Agra. The question, if I sell the car now, I will travel to Agra this month. You have to begin my departure. You have to begin with the words my departure. The answer to this is, my departure to Agra this month will be if I sell the car now. I'll repeat the answer. My departure to Agra will be if I sell the car now. Question 4. I shall never forget his kindness. You have to begin shall I. You have to begin shall I. The answer to this is, shall I ever forget his kindness? You can see that it is an interrogative sentence, but it has to be transformed in this way. The question to this is, I shall never forget his kindness. You have to begin shall I. The answer to this is, shall I ever forget his kindness? Question 5. It was fortunate that I was not there. Within brackets, your instruction is, you have to use fortunately. The answer to this is, fortunately, I was not there. Fortunately, I was not there. Question 6. She runs as fast as a tiger. The question is, she runs as fast as a tiger. Within brackets, your instruction is you have to use faster. You have to use faster. The answer to this is a tiger does not run faster than her. A tiger does not run faster than her. Next question, 7. The president rose to speak and there was silence. You have to begin with the word when. The question is, the president rose to speak and there was silence. You have to begin with the word when. The answer to this is, when the president rose to speak, there was silence. When the president rose to speak, there was silence. Question 8 now. Kapil is the best student in the class. And within brackets, your instruction is Kapil is better than, within brackets, your instruction is you have to use better instead of best. I'll repeat the question in order to avoid confusion. Kapil is the best student in the class. Within brackets, your instruction is you have to use better instead of best. The answer to this is Kapil is better than all other students in the class. Kapil is better than all other students in the class. Please excuse me as I'm turning over the page. Sorry for the inconvenience. And we'll continue with question 9. Here comes question 9. Everything comes to a man if he works hard. Within brackets, your instruction is end hard working man. You have to end with the words hard working man. The answer to this is everything comes to a hard working man. Everything comes to a hard working man. That's the answer. Question 10 now. I never thought that they would win the match. I never thought that they would win the match. And within brackets, your instruction is begin with the word little. Your answer to this is little did I think that they would win the match. Little did I think that they would win the match. Question 11. Didn't they tell you that they would not sign the agreement? Didn't they tell you that they would not sign the agreement? Your instruction after this, begin. Were you? The answer to this is, were you not told by them that they would not sign the agreement? Were you not told by them that they would not sign the agreement? An interrogative sentence once more. Question 12 now. He will succeed if he works regularly. And you have to follow this instruction. You have to begin with the word unless. You have to begin with the word unless. Your answer to this is, unless he works regularly, he will not succeed. Your answer to this is, unless he works regularly, he will not succeed. Question 13. A new car is beyond my means at present. A new car is beyond my means at present. And you have to use the word afford according to the instruction given after the sentence. Your answer is, I cannot afford a new car at present. I cannot afford a new car at present. Number 14. Only a fool would believe you. Number 14 is only a fool would believe you. And here instruction given after the sentence within brackets is none. Begin with the word none. Your answer is none other than a fool would believe you. None other than a fool would believe you. Question 15. Anil is the cleverest pupil in the class. Anil is the cleverest pupil in the class is your question number 15. Within brackets, your instruction goes, use clever. So, your answer to this question number 15 is, no other pupil in the class is as clever as Anil. No other pupil in the class is as clever as Anil. Question 16 now. Why don't you meet me to discuss the point? Why don't you meet me to discuss the point is your question number 16. And you have to begin with the words, I suggest. That's the instruction given. Your answer to this is, I suggest you to meet me to discuss the point. I suggest you to meet me to discuss the point. Question 17. None of us should tolerate corrupt practices. That's question 17. None of us should tolerate corrupt practices. And the instruction given at the end of the sentence within brackets is, you have to end with the word tolerated. You have to end with the word tolerated. Your answer is, corrupt practices should not be tolerated. Corrupt practices should not be tolerated. Question 18. He is not only wealthy but also wise. He is not only wealthy but also wise. The answer to this is, you have to use the I'm sorry, it was just managed to miss it a bit. I'll read out the question once more. Question 18. Besides being wealthy, he is wise. Besides being wealthy, he is wise. And you have to use not only but also. You have to use these words in the answer. Not only but also. The answer to this is, he is not only wise, but he is not only wealthy, but also wise. He is not only wealthy, but also wise. All right. Question 19. He was not sure if he could walk so far. He was not sure if he could walk so far. And within brackets, your instruction is, you have to use the word doubtful. Your answer to this is, he was doubtful if he could walk so far. He was doubtful if he could walk so far. Number 20. A man has some influence over a daughter, but a woman's influence is greater. A man has some influence over a daughter, but a woman's influence is greater. So the answer to this is, a woman has more influence over a daughter than a man. A woman has more influence over a daughter than a man. Question 21. He is inviting each of his friends. He is inviting each of his friends is the question. And within brackets, the instruction given is you have to begin with the word each. The answer to this is each of his friends is being invited by him. Each of his friends is being invited by him. Question 22. Question 22. Ravi said that it was his sister's fault, but that was unkind. I'll repeat the question. Question 22. Ravi said that it was his sister's fault, but that was unkind. Now, your instruction is you have to begin with the words, it was unkind. Your answer to this. It was unkind of Ravi to say that it was his sister's fault. Question 23. I could not but feel sorry for her mother. I could not but feel sorry for her mother. You have to begin. I could not help. You have to begin with the words, I could not help. Your answer to this is, I could not help feeling sorry for her mother. Question 24 now. He always repays whenever he borrows. He always repays whenever he borrows. And you have to begin with the words, he never. That's the instruction given. He never fails. The answer to this is, he never fails to repay. Whatever he borrows. He never fails to repay whatever he borrows. The question is, he always repays whatever he borrows. The answer to this is, he never fails to repay whatever he borrows. Just to flip over the page. Thank you so much for bearing with me. It's number 25 now. Question number 25 now. That he was drunk aggravates his offense. That he was drunk aggravates his offense. And the instruction is that you have to begin with the word his. Your answer to this is, his drunkenness aggravates his offense. His drunkenness aggravates his offense. Question 26. Work hard and you will succeed. The instruction given is, begin unless. The answer to this is, unless you work hard, you will not succeed. Unless you work hard, you will not succeed. Question 27. It is a pity that I did not take my doctor's advice. You have to begin with the words, I wish. The answer to this is, I wish I had taken my doctor's advice. Question number 28. The crop can't possibly grow in such poor soil. The crop can't possibly grow in such poor soil. You have to begin with the words, it is impossible. That's the instruction given. The answer to this is, it is impossible to grow the crop in such poor soil. It is impossible to grow the crop in such poor soil. Question 29. Why did she leave so late? You have to begin with the words she ought. That's the instruction given after the sentence. Your answer to this is, she ought to have left early. She ought to have left early. Question 30, and the last one for the day. Don't blame her if the mirror is broken. Don't blame her if the mirror is broken. You have to begin with the words, one is not. She is not. The answer to this is, she is not to be blamed if the mirror is broken. She is not to be blamed if the mirror is broken. Well, that is all for the day, and my heartfelt thank you. My heartfelt gratitude to all the grammar books and the question papers from wherever I have made this collection for you. And please do put in your comments in the comment box, and do ask me your doubts if you have any. Thank you so much.